in line with your hip bones, shoulders are relaxed, hands are down by your side. Okay, so just start by lifting your toes and spreading them wide into the mat. Just rock forward and backwards and side to side. Just finding that center point through your feet. Okay, so lengthening up through the legs, up through the tummy, up through the chest, and draw your shoulders down and away from your ears. So start by focusing on your deep abdominal breath. So breathe in, push the tummy out, and breathe out, and bring the tummy. So a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Blink. Again, one more. This time we're going to hold the tummy in. Okay, draw up the pelvic floor. So like I said before, you're always bracing the tummy. Okay, so drawing the navel to your spine to engage the core. Okay, breathe in normally, just in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try not to hold the breath. Okay, so mobilizing the shoulders, lifting your arms up and down and up and down, and one more. Hold this one up, come forward. Got the other cat today. And one more. Okay, come up onto your toes and circle around, come down and squat. Okay, so keeping your shoulders drawn down, head stays in line with your spine. Again, up onto your toes, shoulders relaxed. Circle, come down and squat. And one more onto your toes. Circle, squat and hold. So 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down to the floor. Straighten your legs now as far as you can, but don't worry if you can't straighten them completely. Okay, so going to tuck your chin into your chest and start to roll yourself up. Stacking your spine, one vertebra at a time. So we're going to reach forward, reach up, push the hips forward into a back bend. And again, so reaching forward and just let the arms hang loose, coming down to the floor. So we're doing the roll down, mobilizing the spine, keep your chin tucked in. So we're stretching a bit through the hamstrings, roll yourself back up. Just feel the spine gently stacking, one vertebra at a time. All the way up, reach in and push the hips forward. And one more, coming down, let the arms hang loose. Holding it down, so you should start to feel a nice stretch now through the back of your legs, so in your hamstrings, so try and straighten the legs. You're going to take your left hand up to the ceiling, so just twisting and looking up. And down, and the other side, so right arm up. And down, and again, coming up. And down, one more, right arm up. And down, both arms come out to the side. All the way up. Hands together. And relax down. Shoulders are relaxed. Okay, so into those spinal twists, keeping your hips to the front and just rotate around, keeping your head in line with your hands. And center. And the other way. So always think about keeping the hips to the front as you rotate. And again, each time, try and come a little bit further. And center. And around. So remember, we're really getting some nice movement through the spine here. So through the entire spinal column, just giving it like a bit of a massage. And center, one more. Back to center and relax your arms down. Do some balance work, so just think about keeping the core engaged. The strong core will help balance it. Okay, so we're just going to lift one leg up, so knee is in line with your hips. Circle now through the hip, so it's just mobilizing the hip. Come up and circle. Try and stay as still as you can. Okay, so as if you're balancing that glass of water on top of your head. So just circling through the hips, coming up and around, and again, coming up, and around, and again, up, and around, and rest. Okay, we're going to come to the end of the mat with your mat behind this time. Okay, so we're going to step back. So we're going to stretch the hamstrings, reach up, reach forward, and come down as far as you can with your legs straight now. So even if you're just here, that's fine, just so you can feel the stretch here. Okay, so come a bit deeper if you can, just as far as comfortable for you. Okay, try and keep your back straight. We're going to bend now and step your right leg to the back of the mat. So we're just stretching through your right hip flexor. And we're taking the left leg back. So we're holding in a straight line. So keep the core strong, shoulders relaxed. Slowly come down to the floor, untuck the toes, either roll up onto your elbows or up onto your hands, keeping the shoulders drawn down and look up. Tuck the toes, lift back and push your heels down into the floor. Walk your feet to your hands. Come out to the side, all the way up. Back bend, push the hips forward. And again, coming down to the floor. Same on the other side. Coming down, taking your left leg to the back of the mat. So bend and step back. Stretching out this hip. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. Core strong. Taking the other foot back. Slowly coming down to the floor. And roll up onto your elbows or your hands. Look up to the ceiling or the sky. Tuck the toes, lift back, push your heels down. And walk your feet to your hands. Arms out to the side. Up to a back bend. And okay, we're going to add on. So front of the mat, reaching up, coming down. So we're aiming to come down a little bit further, so we're increasing the flexibility of the hamstrings here. So each time, as you warm up a bit more, you're aiming to come down a little bit further. Okay, so we're going to take your right leg to the back of the mat. Okay, so stretching your right hip. Okay, so if you like, you can keep your hands down, or if you can, we're going to add on and reach up. Okay. So try and hold the knee low to the ground without touching the mat. So really deepening the stretch of the hips. And down, back into the press-up position, body in a straight line. Okay, we're going to take 2 press-ups. You've got the option of dropping the knees. Okay, so level 1 is here, 2 here. Off you go. So 1, 2, and down and roll up. Tuck the toes back into that down facing dog. Okay, so lifting your hips as you push your heels down. So stretching the hamstrings, the calves, the arches of your feet, deep into the armpits, stretching the back. Keep the core strong. So we're strengthening the arms up here as well. We're going to lift your right leg up to the ceiling or the sky. And we're going to come through onto your knee. Okay, so your knee is in front, okay? Open out the hip here. Okay, so we're going to sit tall and then walk your hands forward as far as you can. Okay, we're going to come up and we're going to look over your right shoulder. So we're going to twist around, looking over your right shoulder. Coming back, okay, and we're going to bring this right foot in and step, reverse swan, so come out to the side, hands together into a back bend, same on the other side, so coming down, taking your left leg to the back of the mat, so stretching your left hip now, keeping your shoulders relaxed, back straight. So you can keep your hands down or you can come up and hold. And down into that press up position, body straight. Drop the knees if you like, or you can hold it here, taking 2 press-ups. Off you go. 1, 2, and tuck the toes, roll yourself up. And back into that down dog position. Lift your hips, push your heels down. This time lift your left leg up. Come through onto your knee. So onto your knee. Okay, so untuck the back toe. So sitting tall. Then walk your hands forward as far as comfortable. Come back up. Okay, we're going to step the left foot and then bring the right foot in. Into that reverse swan, coming up. Into your back bend. Coming back down. Hold the hamstring stretch, so you're aiming to get a little bit deeper than when we first started. Bend, and we're going to come to a sitting position. Okay, so we're going to come to the roll down. So we did this in session 1. We're going to add on now for those who want to make it a bit more challenging. So I'll still show you the easier options. There's a more challenging option now as well. Okay, so I'll go through them. We'll do 3 levels. So level 1, okay, your arms are up in line with your shoulders, your back is straight, your chin is tucked in. Okay, we're going to start to roll down. Okay, remember those who come regularly, carry on with the level that you know. Okay, so slowly come down, keep that core strong, and slowly roll yourself back up. Sit tall and reach over as far as you can to your toes, keeping your back straight. Okay, so that's the option 1. So you're just sitting back as far as you can, come forward and reach over. Okay, if you want to move on, so remember, carry on with that one if you want to. Level 2 is coming all the way down to the floor, so keep the chin tucked in so the spine is lengthened. Keep your feet grounded, touch the floor behind, and slowly roll yourself up. So start to peel your spine off the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. Sit tall and reach over to your toes. Okay, so keep that going. So I'll go through that one again. So you're coming down, touching the floor, and roll yourself up. So you want to keep this movement flowing. So you'll get to a point where you'll just want to pull yourself up. Try and keep the core engaged to make it all nice and flowing. Okay. So if you want to carry on, that's fine. Okay. Just with the level 1 or 2. The level 3 now. So the more advanced one. Don't do this one if you have any back or neck problems. A lot of pressure in those areas. So we start with your arms in line with your shoulders. We come down, tuck the chin in. Hands come down, we lift up, touching the floor behind, okay, and then slowly lower down, 1 vertebra at a time, and straight up into a hold. So we're going to lift and hold, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down, sit tall, and reach over. Okay. So I'll go through that one. Okay, so we're going to start in that position. So remember, you can just carry on going if you know the level you're working at. Just carry on slowly, coming down. Hands come down. Lift up. Touch the floor behind. Slowly come down. And roll up and hold. So holding for about 3 counts. Down and reach over. Okay, so just keep that going. We're just going to do a couple more, and then we'll move on. So we're really strengthening the core here and all the muscles surrounding the core. So the rectus abdominis, everything in all the muscles in the tummy basically. We're also getting nice mobility of the spine, which helps to keep the spine flexible. Helps to keep the spine strong. Okay, and if you're adding this V-sit on, you should feel that working here, so really strengthening the core up, okay? And you should feel that stretch through the hamstring as well. So we're getting a bit of everything here. We're getting strength, flexibility, mobility, really, really nice effective exercise. Okay, so we're just going to do one more, whatever level you're working at, just one more. So always keep your shoulders relaxed. Drop down and reach. Well done, everyone. Okay, so we're going to face the front. We're going to do a few spinal twists here, okay, but also stretching through your inner thighs, so the adductor muscles, okay, and getting a stretch through the hamstrings as well. Okay, so we're sitting with your legs wide, just as wide as comfortable. Remember, you don't need to be too wide, even if you're just here, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so it doesn't matter, just as far as comfortable. Okay, so we're going to sit tall. Okay, so basically we don't sort of want to be slouched, okay, losing your posture. So sitting tall, toes are up to the ceiling or the sky. Okay, your arms are in line with your shoulders. We're going to reach to your opposite foot. Okay, so coming over 8 times, off you go. 8, or as far as you can. Remember, even if you're here, touching your knee, that's fine as well. 7, 6, keeping the shoulders drawn down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down. Okay, we're going to walk your hands forward as far as comfortable. So you should feel that getting right into the adductors here. Okay, so you can keep your hands down. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can drop your elbows down. Okay, so again, just as far as comfortable. Always think about keeping your back straight. And just breathe in normally, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Never hold the breath at all. One more. And release. Same again. Toes up, arms in line, shoulders relaxed. Off you go. So coming over 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down. Again, coming forward. This time try and come a little bit deeper, keeping your head in line with your spine. And working it just with your breath. So you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. So you should feel that there. If you can't, come a little bit deeper. Okay, so just breathe in normally. One more breath. And release. Bring your hands back and bring the legs in and just give them a bit of a shake. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come onto your side. Okay, so extending your arm out, we're going to work the inner thigh. So we've just stretched it, we can strengthen it up. Okay, so the bottom leg stays on the floor and straight. The top leg comes in front. So your knee is in line with your hip. Okay, and we're going to work this bottom leg. Okay, so we're going to keep it straight. We're going to lift it up and down. Make sure you're lifting from your hip. You're not just bending from the knee. Okay, so you can relax your head on your arm. You can take your hand in front, whatever here, because we're just targeting the inner thigh. Okay, so starting with 8 lifts. Off you go. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up and hold. Pulsar. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Circle around one way. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 8 the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up and hold as high as you can. So holding 8, 7, lifting higher, 6, 5, higher, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, well done. Extend, press up, swap sides. So extend the arm, relax your head. Okay, so your knee is in line with your hip, bottom leg is straight. Okay, and keep the legs straight as you lift. Off you go. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up and hold. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold up. Circle around one way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up and hold. Last 8, 7, 6, higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Coming onto your front, taking your arms down by your side. So your palms are up, so targeting the lower back now. Okay, so what we're going to do, as you lift your chest and your head, okay, we're going to lift, turn your hands and squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you're almost like turning your hands. Make sure you're looking down to the mat, so don't look up in front. Looking down to the mat and squeeze the shoulder blades. Okay, keeping your feet grounded and in line with your hip bones. Okay, so targeting the lower and a bit of the upper back now as well. Okay, again, a bit of a stretch through the chest. So starting with 8 lifts, off you go. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to hold it, pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up and hold as high as you can. So 8, 7, 6, 5, lifting higher, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing up, sit back, stretch your arms forward.